Hey, what's up guys? Pocketable Tech here, and today we're going to check out the Pinnacle Pro Vaporizer. The Pinnacle Pro is in the portable category of vaporizers, which means it should be light in weight and small enough that it's pocketable. That being said, that's exactly what you get when you purchase the Pinnacle Pro. I've been using this device for the past 2 weeks now, and I very much like the sleek design and the curvature of the Pinnacle and how it feels in the hand. I like to think that I have average sized hands, and you can see just how easily this device sits in the palm of my hand. On the right side of the device, the Pinnacle logo is called out. As we move upwards towards the mouthpiece, we also see the FCC and CE regulation markings, and I found it a bit strange that they manufactured the Pinnacle with these markings out in the open like this, rather than placing them on the bottom of the device or in an area less noticeable. It's a minor gripe, I admit, but aesthetically it makes the device look a little unfinished. While we're speaking about the manufacturing, I'd like to briefly touch on the plastic they used to create this product. Now, I understand in order for this device to be as lightweight as it is, then the encasing material also needs to be lightweight, so plastic is an ideal material. But it just feels like the plastic they used is too soft and thin, and I personally would have liked to see them use more of a stronger, premium plastic like a polycarbonate. With that being said, the Pinnacle Pro still works and functions as advertised. I'm just not so confident the Pinnacle would survive a fall without cracking and breaking with the current plastic used, so just be extra careful when using it. In regards to operating the Pinnacle Pro, it's quite simple and straightforward. The mouthpiece detaches and reveals the heating chamber within. You would then drop in your herb canister that has your finely grounded herb and then reattach the mouthpiece. At this point, all you have to do now is click the rectangular power button once to power on the device. Upon powering on, it will first show the current battery level and then begin heating up to 370, which is the lowest and first heat setting, and in my opinion is an optimal heat setting for most herbs I've tested. From here you can click the power button again to raise the heat level all the way up to the 5th setting, which is 470 degrees. The LED will blink sequentially until the desired temperature is reached, and then the LED will become solid, which means the device is ready to be used. The Pinnacle Pro has a 15-minute auto shut-off feature, which is very nice. If you want to shut off the Pinnacle manually, then simply long press the power button until the LED display shuts off. If you plan on using the Pinnacle Pro for sessions longer than 5 minutes, I highly recommend purchasing the Hydro Tube, since vapor tends to become a bit hot. This added accessory brings the Pinnacle Pro into the $260 price point, and as you can imagine, limits the portability. To use the Hydro Tube, you will first need to switch the mouthpiece and use the Pong adapter that comes with the Hydro Tube. Add a little ice water to the top of the Hydro Tube and then sit the Hydro Tube on the Pong adapter. Using the Hydro Tube will allow water filtration to provide cooler and cleaner vapor, resulting in an overall better vaping experience. So in conclusion, the Pinnacle Pro has both pros and cons. Starting with the negatives, the plastic used to construct the Pinnacle makes the device feel cheap and susceptible to breaking if dropped. Also, having the FCC and CE markings in clear view take away from the sleek design. It takes approximately 3 hours to fully charge the Pinnacle from 0 to 100%. The mouthpiece detaches way too easily, and if thrown into a pocket, I'm worried that it might fall off. It would be really nice to see this upgraded in a future version to possibly be connected by a hinge. And lastly, the vapor tends to become a bit hot when used for prolonged periods of time. If you use the Hydro Tube like I am, then this is not an issue. However, using the Hydro Tube severely limits its portability. In regards to the positives, the The Pinnacle Pro is extremely slim and lightweight. It's also very easy to clean and low maintenance. It's also very versatile in that it can be used to vaporize dry herbs, oils, and waxes. Although it takes 3 hours to fully charge the battery, you will have plenty of juice to last for several 15-minute sessions before needing to recharge. And lastly, I also found the Pinnacle Pro to use very little material at a time to reach a desired effect. So what I'm trying to say is it conserves your material very well. So that's going to do it for my review on the Pinnacle Pro. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comment section below. You can also find me on Twitter at PocketableTech, and I'll leave all those links in the description below. I look forward to hearing from you, and as always, be safe, stay healthy, and I will see you guys in the next review.